Hello and welcome to the vlog. It is a beautiful day today. Bit of blue sky, the sun is trying to fight its way through a bit of cloud over there, and for the first time in many days it's not blowing an absolute gale, which is a great relief, let me tell you. Now today's vlog is a bit of a safety vlog prompted by a scare I had the other day. As you can see, I'm sitting next to my gas locker. The gas locker is a separate self-contained area of the boat where, unsurprisingly, you store your gas bottles. Two 13 kilogram cylinders of gas down there to supply me with cala gas for cooking. At the back there is a solid steel bulkhead which separates the locker from the rest of the boat. And the other side of that bulkhead is the front of the well deck. The reason, of course, that it's separated is that propane is frankly bloody dangerous stuff if you get a match or any other spark near it. And when you've got 26 kilograms of the stuff when the bottles are full, sitting on your boat, safety is obviously pretty darned important. Now I don't know whether I strictly need to, but whenever I leave the boat for any length of time, you know, anything other than shopping trips or whatever, if I'm going away for a couple of days, I turn the gas off. Each bottle has a little control knob on the top which you can set to off. And the other day I went to visit my mum. It was her birthday. She will be watching. Happy birthday, Mum. And obviously I turned the gas off. But as I leaned in to the gas locker to do that, I swear I smelt just the tiniest whiff of gas, which you shouldn't be able to smell. Quite obviously, this is supposed to be a sealed system. The gas comes up out of the tank and into that pipe, which you can see just running out to the left there. And the connection should be completely secure. From the pipe it goes to the regulator, and then from the regulator off to the cooker on the boat. So there are two connections in this setup. There's the one at the regulator end, which you can see there, and there's the one into the gas bottle there. And that's the one that I tightened up when I put the gas on board 3 months ago. This is what you use to tighten those connections, just a large spanner. And the only thing to note about them is that they are left-handed threads, so going anti-clockwise actually tightens them up and clockwise loosens them. Now, when I put that on, I was pretty sure I went as tight as possible, gave it a really good tighten, but clearly not quite tight enough, because it was that gas bottle which I had installed that was giving the very slight leak. And it was only the tiniest whiff of gas, but obviously I hadn't screwed it completely fully in, or maybe there was a bit of grit in the thread or something. Either way, it was not fully sealing, and that means there was a little bit of gas floating around in my gas locker. Now in some ways this is not a crisis, because as you can possibly just see in the bottom of the picture there, the gas locker has holes at the bottom which allow any gas, which is heavier than air, to drift to the bottom and drift out harmlessly. That said, of course, you do not want any propane floating around your boat. It's highly explosive, and though it is rare, boats have been, not just narrowboats, have been known to explode if they've got gas in the bilges and things. Now, with an eye to the fact that my mother is watching this, I would just like to say, don't worry, Mum, it has all been sorted. This excellent gas engineer called Colin Rowe came round with a gas tester, located the problem, which was that this wasn't tightened up enough, and gave it a bit more tightening. And of course, any gas will have drained out through those vent holes. But I thought it was definitely worth doing a quick vlog to just flag up the fact that, you know, you can have this kind of problem. And if I hadn't spotted it, conceivably the gas could have built up and then I'd have been in real difficulties. That's one of the Marina dogs going for his walk. Lovely Frank, I think it is. Anyway, that's it for this vlog. I hope it was useful. If you've got any tips for gas safety, please do leave them in the comments below. And thanks as always for watching. Bye-bye.